All right, put the money in the bag. Put it in!
Sam, you know how, like, in the world of video games, that the average score for a video game, if it's pretty good, or like average, is like 7 or 8?
Everything's a rave. 9 thumbs up. What the hell is that?
That's it, yeah.
Have you noticed that?
I mean, I've never seen... I can't remember last time I saw anything under 5.
Yeah.
Like,
So
literally.
basically, if you cross like a minimum standard, unless your game is like broken, you're going to get a 7, right?
Yeah, unless it's like Knack 2.
I enjoyed my time with Knack 2. The pacing is spot on, the combat's satisfying, and the gameplay varied.
Afraid this gets my lowest rating ever. 7 thumbs up.
Agree to disagree.
So, what score do you think Star Wars Battlefront 2 is sitting on? User scores at Metacritic at the moment. What do you think is the score?
But I already know. Sorry, guys.
Fucking idiot, you ruined the joke.
Wait, he was going to try and set me up, but man, my God, he showed me this horrific review of Battlefront Metacritic only about an hour ago. I could not believe what the hell I was looking at.
Star Wars Battlefront 2 now has 2 world records to its name. 2! Okay?
Yep.
The first world record that it holds is the lowest, most downvoted Reddit post in history, where the EA community manager responded to the suggestion that you shouldn't have to like grind for 80 hours to unlock Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader, right? The second record that Star Wars Battlefront 2 now holds is the lowest user score on Metacritic of all time.
Ouch, baby. Very ouch.
At 0.9. It has 0.9 out of 10 as its user score right now.
My God.
Out of 22,000 votes cast, it has
I mean, I wonder.
0.9 out of 10.
I wonder what would have influenced that. Just trying to think.
The circle jerk, man. Everyone just fucking circle jerking on it so hard. Like, everyone's like, I have no intention to play this game. I've never heard about this game, but I'm going to give it a 0.
I reckon there's a lot of people that have actually given it a 0 that are still going to buy it or have
100%.
pre-ordered and they're like, fuck, I'm going to get it anyway.
It's like this famous, there's a famous story from back in the day where people were boycotting Call of Duty because it didn't have dedicated servers. And there was this Steam group called Boycott Call of Duty. And then the day of release, right, you look at the members of this Steam group and they were all playing Call of Duty. Like, it was this famous image of the fact that gamers love to talk big about boycotts, but at the end of the day, they don't give a fuck. They're just going to buy it.
Pretty much when this game comes out, we'll also be playing it. Actually, Ralph, you were only saying before how much you actually think the game is quite good.
You were the chosen one! It was said that you would destroy this and not join them!
I actually do think the
Yeah,
game.
skill up exposed.
It's very true. And the more I'm playing it, because I'm actually reviewing it this weekend, I actually believe that this is a very, very good Star Wars game. And the more I play it, the more I think it is actually one of the best Star Wars games ever released. It's honestly true.
Yep, so
but it is so vile and predatory with the way that its systems are structured. Anything after the butt doesn't matter, right?
Yeah.
So I'm telling you, right? The review that I put out this weekend is basically going to say, amazing game, worst game of 2017.
That doesn't make sense.
Right, and that's honestly the truth. And it's so sad because it's a good video game, and like it just makes me so crazy.
Yeah.
But this is why I think these user scores are what they are. 0.9 just reflects the level of anger and disappointment that people have in this license.
Yeah.
Because they wanted it to be good.
The thing is, like, even all these, downvotes and shit, what you said before was pretty correct. Like, in the gaming community, especially like the hardcore gaming community, a lot of people are like, no way, I'm not fucking buying this game. This game will go very, very well.
So many copies.
And EA knows that. So they totally know that they're about to make a shit ton of money off this game, even though it's completely broken.
So that's a challenge. And one of the things that actually happened, EA has come out and they've said, look, we want to be really open with the community. We want to be very transparent. We're going to host an Ask Me Anything, which is just a conversation held on Reddit where people can post up questions and then the developers of the game will actually respond to them directly. So obviously there was a lot of hype for this.
That's a good idea right now, I
It
think.
was very brave of EA to do this.
It was actually very brave.
Say your prayers!
EA.
Round 1.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Fight!
But, let's not pat them on the back too
Oh,
fast.
yeah. We're not patting them on the back.
It's actually like walking out into no man's land being like, you can shoot at me, but bringing like a gigantic, impenetrable shield of bullshit
Yes,
around you.
that's so
this
true.
impenetrable bullshit dome, right?
Yes.
Because if you read the answers that they gave to the Ask Me Anything, they are so fucking rubbish and like corporate PR bullshit doublespeak. It was so bad. So the number one question though that people were asking was like, dude, come on now, microtransactions, what the fuck? That question was asked about 85 times in different ways, and they were basically saying constantly, we're evaluating the
fuck
circumstance.
I personally believe because some people out there in our nation don't have maps.
But the basic summary that you could say in terms of all their responses was, we're not changing it. They're like, yeah, we're looking at it, we're exploring options, whatever. They're not changing
I
it,
thought
though, guys.
at that moment, if they're going to get in front of the audience, I honestly thought at that moment, that's when they're going to have to answer some hard questions, right? Which they didn't. They just palmed it all off.
No.
But at the same time, maybe make some announcements about how they were going to curve that game, because before they went in front of that audience, I'm sure they already knew the kind of questions they were going to get.
Of course.
And I would have thought that they would have been like, we're going to make sure that the answers give them a sense of hope of how we're going to change it for them. But
Yeah,
obviously,
well, they were just like,
it
we're
wasn't like
constantly
that.
evaluating, and it was all just rubbish. So nothing's going to change, by the way, guys. Don't expect anything to be different. Anyone's like, oh, EA's going to fix it. No, they have no intention of doing that. They're just going to it's a delay tactic, basically. But the worst question, the worst response they gave was this one. There's an arcade mode in Star Wars, which everyone knew, and it's basically you versus bots. Okay, so non-player characters. You could play that and earn credits from that game mode. As people played it, they learned that there is eventually a cap on the number of daily credits that you can earn from that game mode, okay? Now, everyone's like, what the actual fuck? Why would you cap this? Right? And you need to wait like 14 hours or more for that cap to reset.
Yeah.
Sorry? So one of the questions was, why the fuck have you capped this? Let us play how we want and earn credits how we like.
That's right.
The response from EA was amazing.
It was beautiful.
They said, in testing, we identified that if people were able to farm credits excessively from the arcade mode, that it would give them an unfair advantage in multiplayer. So therefore, we put the cap on to stop people from exploiting it.
I'm
okay?
just glad that they want to make it an even playing field. I like that about EA. I like that.
Just in case the nuance of this response is not clear, what they're saying to you is that they're not okay with you grinding out credits in PvE activities against bots, but they are more than happy with you spending as much as you like to buy crystals and loot crates and credits. There is no cap on getting that other shit, right, from any of the pay-to-win stuff. But, you know, on the arcade side, no. That's going to give people an unfair advantage in multiplayer.
Are you some damned moron?
Any suggestion that this game is not pay to win is immediately just dispelled by EA themselves saying that our game is pay to win, and we wanted to make sure that on the arcade side people weren't farming the credits to be able to do it. They got to pay for that right to win, man. They can't earn it. They got to pay for it.
And more than that, it just shows in that little discussion that they don't give a damn about the community. They don't give a shit. There are so many people, so many developers or publishers out there that are so like super sensitive, I think, about making sure that, you know, they look like they're a nice brand, they're reputable, and, you know, they're not here to stuff the consumer. But if they're coming out and making bullshit up like that, it just shows that they know that only certain types of gamers are going to tune in for that, and the mass market that just won't tune in, won't hear it, so they don't really have to think about what they say. They're just happy to be like, fuck, we're going to make this terrible.
So disappointing. It was just that answer of all of them was the one that really just like made my heart sink, because I'm like, yeah, man, you could just see it right there. And all the people that have been defending them to this point, saying it's not pay to win, it's not pay to win, it's not pay to win.
We're still getting comments like that.
EA doesn't care about you either. Like, they literally just said the game is pay to win. We want to make sure people have to pay to get the advantage that they could get from farming PvE. Do you know what I mean? Like, that sort of stuff right there is just so disappointing. 0.9 out of 10. Man, you guys earned that, EA.
100%.
You really 100% earned that.
You guys are the best. We can't wait for this game to come out and see actually how it goes in the first couple of weeks.
Well, it's already kind of out now.
I mean, yes.
It's the broader audience gets it soon. But yes, it is also the other record that they hold is the largest gap between a critic's rating and a user rating on thing, because the critic's rating is actually 75
Of course it is.
out of 100, right? And the user rating is actually, 0.9 out of 10.
We'll be giving you guys an update on this in a couple of weeks. But look, I think you're right in saying that, yes, the game is going to go very well. I don't think we're going to be in Cliffy B, Lawbreakers territory with this.
No
There's
way.
no way. It's going to do very well.
It will.
But I think what you said before was right, that they've probably lost 25% of their audience. But we will
Hopefully.
keep you guys updated, and then we will see you later.
Nine thumbs up. What the hell is that?